Patrick told me not to move. So I'm messing with him. Because I'm gonna move the whole time.
Nobody listens to me.
Oh, well, Octavio listens to you.
Thanks, Octavio.
Yeah. You've seen this before. Welcome back to the Damilano Chronicles. Barolo's getting expensive. I know you guys know. I know the cats that collect Piemontese wines know that Barolo's getting pricey, man. You know, the single vineyard stuff back in the day used to be like 50, 60 bucks a bottle. Now it's 80, 90, 100. Remember there were these stalwart wines that, you know, these wines that you could just hang your hat on. You knew they were great and they're reasonably priced, like Vietis Castiglione bottling, or even like the Protetore del Barbaresco, basic Barbaresco. All these wines are creeping up now. And there's almost nothing in this price range at a compelling level of quality like there used to be 10 years ago. Very few. I can count them on a single hand. This wine is one of them. This is your new Vietti Castiglione. This is your new Protetore del Barbaresco, basic Barbaresco. This is your new, you know, that wine. This is that wine now. And it has been for a while. But, you know, those other brands had a really, you know, the Treddo Zoncara, you know, those brands had a really strong hold, really strong grip on the Nebbiolo consumer for an extended number of years. But we have to grow. We have to grow up. Everything changes. We move on. And now, I think for the money, it doesn't get better than Damilano's Lecinquevigne Barolo. This is superb, exquisite wine for the money. And I get to tell you why. So, much like with the Protetore del Barbaresco's Barbaresco, right? This is a wine that is culled from the greatest vineyards in Barbaresco, Ovello, Rabaia, Asili, et cetera, to produce this basic cuvee of Barbaresco that the winery produces. Vietis Castiglione is another wine produced from top sites, Brick del Fiasco, all these Grand Cru sites in Barolo, these little bits and pieces cobbled together to produce Vietis Castiglione. Well, that wine's like 60 bucks now, you know? But the deal is Lecinquevigne, as the name implies, comes from 5 great Barolo vineyards that the Damilano family has owned forever. You know, from back in the earliest days when the early progeny of the family, Giuseppe Borgogno, back in the late 1800s, secured these vineyards. And then later on with his son-in-law, Giacomo Damilano, expanding upon this property, making more magic and creating compelling wines. The Damilano winery has just gone from strength to strength over the last 10, 15, 20 years to produce a series of really compelling Barolo wines from some of the greatest terroirs in Barolo. In this case, they make a series of single vineyard wines, but the stuff that doesn't make the cut for their single vineyard wines goes in the Cinquevigne. Now, to make a single vineyard wine in Barolo, the vineyard's got to be pretty special, you know, on that MGA list, you know, on Antonio Galloni's little Venice map. You have to have top flight vineyards to make a single cru wine from those vineyards. So here's the vineyards we're talking about. We're talking about Brunate. We're talking about Liste. We're talking about Cerequio. We're talking about Cannubi. And then we're talking about that slacker Raviola. 4 out of the 5 vineyards, and Raviola is great, by the way, and getting better, especially with climate change. 4 out of these 5 sites are indisputable top Grand Cru sites. Cannubi, Liste, Brunate, Cerequio. Look up Boerzio's Cerequio. Look at the price. I dare you. Right? You'll see. You'll see. I don't have to do it. You can do it if you get a minute, or you can just trust me. Damilano's 2021 Lecinquevigne comes from all those incredible sites. Not only that, we've been waiting for this one for a few months. We have the great 2021 vintage. This is the best vintage. I mean, 16 was really, really good, okay? But I'd say 10, 16, 21, 19, right in there. So you're talking about one of the greatest Barolo vintages in the last 20 years has just arrived. And these 21s are exquisite. Actually, Tris beat me to the punch on this one. He got to try this wine a couple weeks ago, and I'm just getting around to trying it now. But he was like, blah, 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 blah. And I think that kind of means like, yeah, you should probably buy this. Which, it was a hell of a tasty note. I had trouble spelling it, but. Here's what we have with 21. 21 is your cake and you're eating it too. There's richness of fruit, density of fruit, but the flavor spectrum and the nuance spectrum in these cooler, extended years, without this crappy weather and without all kinds of drama at harvest time, creates these wines, especially with Nebbiolo, where it's all about hang time, extension of hang time. The Nebbiolo grape is one of the longest hanging, maybe the longest hanging red wine grape produced. It needs time. It needs to extend that growing season for the nuance, the aromatics, the chutzpah, the quiet structure, the developing silkiness of tannin, all that plays in the hang time. 21, we got that hang time. Just compelling aromatics. With Nebbiolo, you can almost fall asleep with your nose in the glass. And the great ones have that. Or you're almost afraid to drink it because you won't be able to smell it anymore. Smell and taste are linked. But in this case, the smell-o-vision on Nebbiolo is much more prominent, say, than maybe Cabernet Sauvignon, which is more like taste-o-vision. With Nebbiolo, the smell-o-vision part of it is like a major, major component of what makes this wine great. Boy, it hits in that mid-palate, but not like a sledgehammer. It's this wonderful block of tangy, ripe, red, cherry, strawberry Nebbiolo fruit, almost this Pinot Noir thing that blasts through the palate. The tannins are so exquisitely fine on this. Wow. Yeah, this is better than the 16 of this, better than the 19 of this. It's so fine, but so drinkable. That's the thing. These 21s have this exquisite balance. You can drink the hell out of them now. The 16s you had to wait on a little bit. The 10s you had to wait on a little bit. These 21s are impeccably balanced, which leads to this stunning immediate gratification. Although you know the wine's going to age 20 years. That is something, isn't it? Damn. Big scores again, 93s, 95s, whatever. The point here is, if you're looking for great, great Barolo, and you don't want to break the bank, because there is a lot of shitty Barolo out there under 40, 50 bucks. Believe me, I know. We taste them. I taste them every day. This, my friends, is legit. Brunate, Cerequio, Liste, Cannubi, all under 40 bucks? You kidding me? You know what to do. You really need to buy this wine. Click, buy, like us, subscribe, and see more compelling, amazing videos of me just sitting here drinking really kick-ass Barolo under 40 bucks. Isn't this fun? I'm having fun. You having fun? I'm having a great time.